Welcome, welcome to 100 Yards of Football. It's my NFL Draft Prospect Special. It's Derek Stingley Jr., cornerback out of Louisiana State University. So if you like the video today, please come and share. We'll surely appreciate it here at 100 Yards Football. Derek Stingley, royalty, honor, pride, Purdue University. This young man has a lot of pedigree and a lot of blood in his system. I want to talk about his grandfather, Mr. Darrell Stingley, who was an outstanding football player at Purdue, one of the best I ever seen done it in college in the Big Ten, and also was an academic player. To get to Purdue University, you had to have grades. So his daddy was royalty. Unfortunately, we know about the injury. He got his neck broken in 1978 preseason game by Jack Tatum. Eventually passed away some years down the road. But make no bones, his dad was pound for pound one of the best, toughest wide receivers to play in this game for the New England Patriots. His father was a pretty good player too, Mr. Darrell Stingley Sr. But the thing about we want to talk about Junior is this right here. He comes out of LSU, DBU, and boy, the names he's had to follow here recently, from Tommy Casanova in 71 to Mike Williams in 74 to James Brett in 1982 to the Honey Badger Tyrone Matthew in 2013 to Patrick Peterson in 2011, Jamal Adams 2017 to Darius White 2017, Morris Claiborne 2012, Eric Reed 2013, Dante Jackson 2018, Jalen Collins 2015, Jalen Mills 2016, Greedy Williams 2019, Ron Brooks 2012, Rashad Robinson 2016, Brandon Taylor 2012, Chad Jones 2010, Danny McCrary 2012. I'm not going to leave out the great Ryan Clark, Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know. I can't have the dates for you, brother, when you came in the National Football League. Ronald Martin 2015. But I know this young man in his freshman year led up to all these great players that preceded him at LSU and informed DBU. See, I'm a very firm believer. I believe in competition. Right now, I'm seeing Ahmad Sauce Gardner as the number one corner in the draft. And I understand that. Had a great career at Cincinnati. The Gardner played against the competition this young man faced as a true freshman. The answer is 3 answers. No, no, no. And in my opinion, he's still the number one corner in the 2022 NFL draft. His freshman season, as an 18-year-old, 38 tackles, 21 pass defense, 6 INTs, consensus All-American, and consensus All-SEC. Now, before I get to my main points here, I'm going to say this. I'm going to talk about his skill set. He's got an exceptional combination of agility and body control, A+. He's very comfortable in press man on any level. Pity pat footwork, A+. And comfortable in press man, A+. Off awareness, zone duties, A+. Superior confidence in his coverage and his abilities. Closing speed when he's healthy is A+. Good in run support. That's why I mentioned the 38 tackles as a freshman. Competitive player at the highest level. He came into LSU competitive as an 18-year-old. Can play in all systems, A+. Tackles like a safety, A+. Loose hips, A+. Can turn and run with the best of them. Being freakazoid abilities when he's healthy. When he's very healthy at 6'1", 195, he's a legitimate 4'3" guy. Freakazoid, Clyde the Dressler, ability. Clyde the Glide. Vince Carter. 42-inch vertical. 42-inch vertical. And him 6'1", 95, he don't have no problems playing against the bigger receivers. He showed all that as a freshman. Then when you think about all the great corners, he's got all the skill set, the confidence of a Deion Sanders, the ability of Marshawn Lattimore right now that's playing with the New Orleans Saints, the ability of Champ Bailey that played at Georgia and played in the league and in his career at the Denver Broncos and the Washington Redskins, a Lester Hayes man-to-man press, Mike Haynes man-to-man Arizona State, Amel Blunt, Southern University, Pittsburgh Steelers, the great Lynn Barney, Detroit Lions, Jackson State Finest. But the thing that I want to say, the competition, excuse me, that he faced. We can talk about Amon Sauce Gardner and the competition he faced when he was at Cincinnati in the playoff game, the college playoff game he had against Jameis Williams. But think about this young man at 18 years old. And look what he was going up against in practice. Jamar Chase, AFC Rookie of the Year, and the Super Bowl 1,400 yards. Justin Jefferson with the Vikings, a superstar in the making. Terrence Marshall with the Carolina Panthers, playing Alabama as a freshman. Devontae Smith, first rounder. Henry Ruggs, first rounder. Jerry Jeudy, first rounder. Jalen Waddle, first rounder. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear about Amon Gardner, the best corner in the draft. I don't want to hear about Andrew Booth. I don't want to hear about none of y'all. This young man came in as a true freshman, and go back and look at his freshman tape. In my opinion, he's still the best cornerback that's going into the 2022 NFL draft. Case closed. Shut the bank vault. Derek Stingley is going to be a star at the next level if he comes back from his injuries. And he played at the highest level. I never forget this saying about former LSU coach Ed Orgeron. In the 2019 Fiesta Bowl, Derek Stingley Jr. graduated from high school early and came and practiced with the football team in preparations for the 2019 Fiesta Bowl during the Christmas holidays that year. And he ended up, I remember Ed Orgeron said this, he was the best football player on that team as an 18-year-old. And think about that team. That team went on and became one of the greatest college football teams of all time and had 13 players drafted in the NFL draft. Grant Delpit, Christian Fulton, Kayvon Chassson, Patrick Queen, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Joe Burrow, number 1 overall, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that young man was the best player during them practices. And look what he faced. Jamar Chase, uncontrollable, with Cincinnati last year. Went to work on everybody. Justin Jefferson, Terrence Marshall. That's what he faced in the Alabama game. I know all y'all falling in love with Sauce Gardner, Bucky Brooks. I'm sorry. You're just trying to sell tickets. But for y'all to have him rated over Derek Stingley because of some injury problems, you are insane. That's the best corner in the draft. And make no bones about it. Derek Stingley Jr. is going to be a good football player at the next level. Believe that. And it comes from royalty. Derek Stingley is one of the best football players that played the wide receiver position pound for pound out of Purdue University Engineering School. So I'm going to end this very shortly and very quickly. First of all, I want to give thanks again to my producer, Mr. Logan Landers, for making it happen this morning. If you like the video, to the LSU Football Nation, please comment and share it. Only one thing I can say about Derek Stingley, man. It's like the great group, the Hot Boys out of New Orleans, formerly Lil Wayne. Derek Stingley, bling bling. He's going to be bling blinging very shortly in the National Football League. So if you like the video one more time, please comment and share it. I've been your host this morning, Mr. Football Vincent Turner. Thank you and be blessed.